With the release of Hasbro's Beyblade X, we got something that was kind of surprising with collaborations. Because Hasbro is a multi-billion-dollar company with dozens of IPs to pull from, with Beyblade X, we're getting collaboration projects like with Transformers, Star Wars, and Marvel. And in this video, we're going to be looking at one of those collaborations with Ow! I think something bit me. Guess I don't need these. That was weird. Let's move on with the video. In this video, we're going to be opening up the Marvel Spider-Man and Venom double pack. This double pack is, of course, going to be coming with two bays, one of them being Venom and the other being Spider-Man. The box is pretty similar to the standard Hasbro Beyblade X packaging, but it's a little bit wider, so that way it has space to show off the Spider-Man and Venom characters. And on the back of the box, you can see all the different parts that are included, including the special Marvel launchers, which aren't as cool as you think. So let's go ahead and tear open the box and let it rip on those little let it rip tabs. Still just kind of a fun novelty. We're gonna pull out a little brown box that includes all the different parts of the bay, as well as those special little Marvel launchers. The Marvel launchers are kind of cool, I guess. They're a little bit more unique because they have that Marvel stamp, but they're just not going to have a lot of power, so I'm not really going to use them. But finally, we can move on to the actual bays. And the first one we're going to look at is Venom. Starting with the bits, we have a black version of Needle. Now, Needle is not my favorite bits, that's for sure, although it seems to have a kind of dedicated fan base that always gets insulted when I say Needle isn't that good. They always hate that. Even though I'm not the biggest fan, it's not bad, and having it in a all black color scheme is pretty cool. This video is brought to you by Mall of Toys. If you guys want to get some of the latest Beyblade X releases like Phoenix Rudder and Leon Crest, they are one of the best places for it. They also have upcoming releases like Whale Wave up for pre-order right now. So go and check out Mall of Toys and use code ilinnuc to get 5% off of your purchase. Next up, we have the Ratchet, or the middle of the bay, and we have 380 in this kind of gray smoke color scheme. It does look cool, although 80 height Ratchets are not the best. There's definitely combos that use them and use them well, but it seems like at this point, the 60 height or even the 70 height is just going to be better at pretty much every turn. And then finally, we have the blade itself, which is Venom. And this is a three-bladed, kind of attack-style blade. Even though Hasbro is doing a bunch of their own exclusive bays, as well as these pretty cool collaborations, none of them are brand new. And with Venom, it's actually a bit of a retooling of Sword Dran. In fact, the retooling looks pretty exact, actually. It looks like it's just the same thing, but there are definitely some detail differences, especially on the top of the bay where you see the kind of the teeth of Venom. It does look really cool, although on the underside of the blade, it seems a little bit more hollowed out compared to Sword Dran, so it's going to weigh just a little bit less. It is really cool though if you like these Spider-Man collaborations. But if you already have Sword Dran and all these different parts, then it might not be as exciting. Now let's move on to the second bay in this double pack with Spider-Man. Starting with the bit, we have Flat in this deeper blue color that sort of matches Spider-Man's costume. Flat is a pretty solid attack type bit, although it is the very first bits that ever released in all of Beyblade X, so I kind of wish we would have gotten something a little bit different, or even something brand new would have been cool, but, you know, Flat's fine. Next up, we have the Ratchet with 360, and this part looks great. Even though 360 is really old by this point, it's still one of the best Ratchets in the entire game. The 60 height is nice because you want your bay to be kind of low, and because of the three-sided design, it's also pretty round as well, so it's not super burst prone, especially when you compare it to Ratchets like 4 or even 2. And the red and black color scheme just looks so nice, and I'm definitely going to want to build some combos using this piece. And then finally, we have the blade itself with Spider-Man. And just like with Venom, it is a retooling of a previously released bay. This time, it is retooling Tail Viper, or Viper Tail, whatever it's called in Hasbro. Even though it's based on an existing design, like with Venom, I think they did a pretty good job adding extra details to match the theme. So with Spider-Man, you can see the webbing details, which I think looks really, really cool. It kind of stands out, even though I kind of like the Venom design a little bit more with the teeth. You can really see the Spider-Man webbing, and it just kind of stands out, and it's one of the first things you notice. I'm not the biggest fan of the picture of Spider-Man they chose. With Venom, they chose something kind of action-oriented. But with Spider-Man, they just did Spider-Man looking at you, kind of like this. Like, why? Why not give us something a little bit cooler? Tail Viper is not the best competitive performer, though, and Spider-Man is a little bit lighter than the bay it's based on, so it's not going to be a competitive beast. But then again, Hasbro didn't make these collaboration bays to be competitive. They made them because it's cool. And if you like Beyblade and you so happen to like Spider-Man or Star Wars or Transformers, you have something else to buy. But now let's move on to the test battles to see if Spider-Man can defeat his nemesis Venom in Beyblade form. We're going to try our best to use the tiny little Marvel launchers, but I think I'm going to swap to the better ones pretty quick. Let it rip. Here we go, Spider-Man versus Venom. Not a ton of power in these launches. Spider-Man with some nice strikes, but Venom might take this stamina finish. Let it rip. Oh, nice quick X dash from Spider-Man onto Venom. And there's no stamina. Okay, I gotta get rid of these. The Marvel launcher is cool, but it just doesn't really have a lot of power. So I'm going to be using 2 Takara Tomy launchers linked together by a Noozle 3D launcher link. If you want to get one for yourself, I'll have a link in the description down below, and use code NOOK to get 10% off. Let it rip. Much faster battles this time. Okay. Oh! Both bays kind of knocked around, but Spider-Man... That's going to be close. I think Venom won that, but it's really... That was a close one. Let it rip. Oh! Quick strike immediately from Spider-Man. X dashes everywhere. Can it potentially equalize here just a little bit, maybe? I think they're dancing. I don't know what type of... And wow, okay, Spider-Man won that. I'm a little surprised. Good strike straight away. Oh! Venom actually got stuck on the rail for a second, but it was able to take the dub. Good, come on. Oh, it just missed all of those attacks. Not looking good for Spider-Man right now. Oh, almost an over finish. Not quite. Let it rip. Oh! 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 We finally get a burst. Venom finally gets knocked out by the Spider-Man combo. That was a good one. So now let's battle the collab bays up against the releases that inspired them. So we have Spider-Man up against Viper Tail. Let it rip. Oh! Oh! Okay. Well, that was a one-hit KO. Viper Tail is out of there. Let it rip. Okay, well, that was right off launch, but that is an over finish, and Spider-Man won. Now we have Venom up against Sword Dran. Let it rip. Okay. Oh! Both based off the same blade, but oh, okay. Sword Dran takes that. Let it rip. I don't even know what happened. What happened there? So what did you guys think? Overall, I think the bays are fun, and it's nice to have them as part of my collection. I'm probably not going to do too many battles with them because, you know, they're kind of worse versions of already existing bays. But having a Spider-Man Beyblade is just cool, and I can't really ever deny that. There is the issue of price, though. These double packs are definitely more expensive than the standard ones at $25 USD. And do I think it's worth 25 bucks? I mean, if you're a big fan of the collaboration franchise, sure, but I definitely like them. But for 25 bucks, I don't know. But thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I've got to go. See ya.